Padre Pio, like many saints, was famously tormented, afflicted at the thought of sin, at the very terrible price we pay for sin in our lives, at the price that we will pay in the next life for sin. This was one of the most horrible things, this fate that we will suffer if we don't get our lives correct. We don't take the reality of sin seriously. Very few things in the lives of saints exacted a greater suffering for them than this. And many saints are martyrs and suffered physically in ways that we can't imagine at the hands of enemies of the church and enemies of God. And yet the things that they did to saints were nothing compared to the suffering many saints experienced by being given a vision of what hellfire was like. Padre Pio was one of those saints who suffered, was caused torment at the very thought of the price of sin. Following is an excerpt from one of his letters to his spiritual director on this price that we pay for sin. O God, I feel such agony in the depths of my heart. When will it settle? I feel my heart being torn to pieces. I have nowhere to rest it. If only I could at least have the satisfaction of reliving this inner martyrdom through tears. The suffering is great, and it has turned me to stone. Now, O Jesus, I understand why your mother, gazing at you on the cross, did not cry. But tell me, O Jesus, whatever is this inner voice that I hear continually, ubi et Deus tuus? I cannot reply to it for fear of lying. The strength of Satan, who assaults me, is terrible, but long live God, for he has placed my salvation and the ultimate victory in the hands of our Heavenly Mother. I will, protected and guided by such tender mother, I will stay to fight as long as God wishes, secure and full of confidence in this mother that I will never succumb. How far away, O Father, does the hope for victory seem when seen from the land of exile, but how close and how sure it seems when it is seen from the house of God, where one remains under the protection of the Most Holy Mother. I come now to ask you for a permission, and I hope that you will not refuse it. In the honor of the Virgin, I wish to vow to abstain from eating fruit every Wednesday. There is no danger to my health in this, but I leave it to you to decide. May the Most Holy Virgin obtain love for us through crosses, sufferings, and sorrows. She was the first to allow the gospel in all its fullness, in all its severity, even before it was made public. May she obtain the same for us. May she herself give us the impetus to come immediately into her presence. Let us strive also, like many chosen souls have done, to follow behind this Blessed Mother, to walk always in her presence. There is no other road that leads to life than the one taken by our Mother. We wish to arrive at the destination. Let us not refuse to take this road. May the Mother of Jesus and our Mother obtain for us from her Son the grace to live a life according to the heart of God, a life that is entirely interior and hidden in Him. May this dear Mother unite us so closely to Jesus that we will never be taken or led astray by anything in this world here below. May she keep us always in the presence of infinite lovingness, in the presence of Jesus. Only then will we be able to call ourselves with Paul, sons of God in the midst of a sinful and corrupt people. I wish I could fly and invite all creatures to love Jesus and to love Mary. May she who entered the world without stain obtain for us from her Son the grace to leave this world without fault. Padre Pio to his spiritual director. You will notice that he gives a very Catholic answer, one that many Protestants will find difficult, of course, and that is he is essentially placing his bets on finishing the race in life through the support he will receive through the prayers of the Blessed Virgin Mary. to Jesus through Mary is the refrain we give often as Catholics to justify our Marian devotion. How many of us in our times of temptation or in our moments of falling into sin turn to Our Lady? Perhaps we should do it more than we do. Padre Pio suffered for sinners. In the previous installment of these series of letters of his, I described to you his sorrow at the realization that most of his brothers in the monastery were probably not going to be saved. And those are monks who lead lives of prayer, who would be outwardly much holier to our eyes than probably any of us are. Let me know what you think of this in the comments, please. And like and subscribe if you haven't. It does help. Sharing this on social media helps too. And as always, pray for the church. I'm Anthony Stine. Ave Maria.